Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Also, I want to quickly mention that throw blanket, somebody gave it to me. It wasn't my friend Jennifer. She's like, I can't take credit for that. I'm like, okay. So I emailed Sheila. Oh, sorry. I was like, did she give it to me? Somebody gave me that blanket. Please let me know if it was you. Thank you so very much. That Sophia's wanting to steal it. And I'm just like, ma'am, this is my blanket. I literally have it right here on me, right here. So I'm not sure what this video is going to be about, but I did leave off with this whole thing, but I think I'm just going to put that away. I want a book from my Commonplace, and I still haven't figured that out. Like, I want it for therapy notes. I want a book for book notes, and I mean, it's been weeks, maybe even a month. It's just, I can't figure out the size. And back in the day, I made a video where I had different sizes. It's just showing a comparison, like, of Commonplace books. I had an A6, I had a B6, I had a B6 Slim, I had a week size, I had a standard size, I had a, so this is standard. I had a A5, like all of them, right? And so I was like, what about, well, here's B6 Slim. You know, what about if I make different Commonplace sizes? And I'm like, no, you're not doing that. So it wouldn't be a week's because I'm in a week's, and I do not like the same notebook that the size that I'm in, because then I feel like I need to put it in the same notebook, if that makes sense. I thought about A6 only because of the A6s that I got. So looks like I was going to use this in June. Never did. But it has my system for a whole week. So, well, I don't know. It has like a very condensed system. I really love how I did this. And I want to do that for October. Then I thought, why don't you just set up October so you will have like what you want to do? And I'm like, no, because it's way too far out for October. I normally like set up, no, it's just too far for October. So I don't know. I've got like, and I thought I can go back into a week's for October. Oh, here comes Bentley. But I was like, no. Sheila also said she sent me an A5. Here's like 4 week sizes because I'm crazy. She sent me an A5 Stology, .grid. Stology, what is this? A common finder? Okay, this is not mine. So somebody gave me this. It must have been Sheila. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, so it's missing Monday. So I would have to redate it to an A6. What? So what did I do? Cut it down to, because this looks like my cutting style. OMG. Why am I so excited looking at all these books? I also have, like, I have so many. I have another one of these because Sheila gave it to me. I've got this blank book here. I mean, like, I have so many. But recently I had cut down this one here, and I was gonna work with it. It's a it was an A5, and I thought it's the weekly portion. So I was like, you could just literally start that right now, have a week, and then go on. But I'm like, I would want like a daily versus a weekly. So I left that alone. And now I'm just out of ideas and books. Let me see, do I have any? Oh no, I've got some over there too. I'm crazy. And then I was stalking my son on his, the app, you know, that we all have, for, you know, with our kids and all that. And I see he's in town. And I'm like, I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to like be that mom where I'm not trying to be all like smothereens. Because I was like, hey, why don't you have class today? You know, he's like, don't worry, Mom, I got it. And I was like, how did I catch myself? And so I see him on the map that he's close by to the house, like super close, like 5 minutes close. And then I slowly see it moving to like the opposite direction. And I'm sure he's probably trying to like head back to school or something. But I don't know. I'm like, I want so bad to be like, what are you doing? But I'm like, Monique, you can't do that. You gotta let him find himself, do himself, be himself. And so I'm like, fine. So last I thought Jen gave me so many, the first batch. Let me find them all. Look at this. Look at this. See, this is why I cut down one to a standard, because look at this. And this one is an actual Lugstrom. I never had Lugstroms, whatever they're called. So these are all weeklies. And then I have the 2 dailies. Like I could use these, but I'm like, no, because I want to save them in case, like, I don't know. So I need like an empty notebook. So I'm going to go around this house and see potential candidates, okay? And then I think I'm going to print out some stuff. All right, the only thing I can remotely think of are these books with this in it. Okay, so this was an old, I don't know, A5 lined book. I'm probably sure I got it from Daiso, right? Well, this is a Nolte, and it's a little wider than a standard. Okay, so it won't safely, well, let's try. I was going to say it won't safely fit this, but will it? Will it? I mean, it kind of does. This lifts up a little bit. Like this one would be good, because I like, that's if I cut maybe. Like I could possibly do 2, right? No. Well, if I cut one, you know what I mean? This one I don't care too much for, because it's got this little, I don't know about that. But I think I'll go this way. I mean, these are the ones that I bought at Barnes and Noble. Let's see if I could get 2 in there. I don't know. It just seems fun. No. Yeah, one would have to be a little... Okay, so let's just do 1. So it looks like I will have to cut a little bit in order for just 1 to fit in, which is fine. It's lined. That's nice. What happened here? So the picture I had was this one. Look at me. I was like 210 right there, 209. I kind of still like that. You know what I mean? I was going to print off the stuff that I'm not sure if I did, actually. I think I did. Let's see. Are they on here? No. Okay, how about I did these. God is my cup of coffee. Stress, blessed, and coffee obsessed. Look at that cute little... These are personal size, though. I tell you, I've been on this kick. I'm just printing shit after shit. And I'm like, no wonder why our stuff isn't working, or like it's all drained. So in my prior video, I told you guys I tried a new therapist, and for some reason they got it all mixed up. But I ended up seeing her tonight, which it worked out because I wasn't really doing much. And when they sent the link, I was like, okay. So I met with her, and she was like, are you Shanice something? She called me Shanice or something. I'm like, no, morning. So basically the girl that was going to have her 6 o'clock appointment canceled, and she didn't know, and they put me in that slot. But the girl that I talked to earlier, she told me it was tomorrow. And she's like, I don't even know why they would say that, because I'm on vacation tomorrow. I'm like, oh Lord. I told her, is this what I can expect? She's like, no, it's just some mix-up. But it was the intake, and it was really good. She left me with, I told her, I am a reader, okay? I like books, and I like to write, and all of the therapists that I've ever bonded with, I always tell them, okay, what book can I read this week? Because that is me. That is how I thrive. I like reading. I like self-improvement. I like personal development. I just am her. So she's like, have you ever read Mel Robinson's book, Let Them? And I'm like, it sounds familiar. I was like, I know Mel sounds familiar. It's Mel Robbins. She's like that coach and counselor-ish, Brene Brown-ish kind of girl. I think Brene Brown is actually, she has a social work degree. I'm not sure about Mel. So anyways, I was like, okay. And so I went to Audible, and I was like, do I want to listen to her? Do I want to read? And I still haven't figured it out, but I listened to a sample, and y'all, I was like, okay, this is good shit right here, because it's all based upon a theory, the let them theory. And I printed it out because I was just so like, what? Hold on. It was speaking to me. Bentley, really? What did I do with it? Hold on, guys. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, here it is. It says, the principles of the let them theory is let them do what they want. Let people make their own choices without trying to steer their actions to align with your expectations. I was like, ooh. Let them feel how they feel. People's emotions and responses are their own, and you don't need to fix or influence how they see things. This applies to all relationships. Let them be who they are. People reveal their true selves through their actions. You decide if they align with your values and energy. Shift this focus back to you. Release the need to control others, to invest that energy into your own growth, boundaries, and self-care. I was like, OM to the G, like, what? And, hold on. Sorry, my husband's at the store, and I'm trying to tell him what bars I want. So I was, back in the day, I used to be in my Brene Brown era, and I'm still in hers. I love Brene Brown. She's so nice, kind, right there. She's just letting you know, like, hey, yeah. So Mel is kind of like another, she has, you guys will know who she is. Because when she was talking to me about it, my therapist, I was like, she sounds familiar. But as soon as I popped Mel, she came up, Mel Robbins, and she's just one of those ones where she's just really big. She's a motivational speaker. There you go. And usually I do not like to listen to motivational speakers because they get on my nerves. I don't know. They like Mr. Know-it-alls. But this whole principle resonated with me because, so I have this in my let them area. Let them outgrow you. Let them fear knowledge. Let them watch in silence. Let them break their promise. Let them minimize your worth. Let them mock your healing. Let them expect the old you. Let them lie about history. Let them walk. Just let them. And I wanted to print her big, but I didn't. And I was like, I think I'm going to buy the book. I'm a little unsure. But this one's a little bit more bold, like, in a way. I don't really like when I'm looking at like self-growth things. I don't really like things that are like negative, that are like being mean to people, or that boss bitch mentality, or the baddie mentality. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talk about that, like just kind of like screw the world kind of thing, and just let that drive your, like that. Because if it's too let them, whatever, that could make you a little closed off, because you're just like, I'm not going to be bothered by anything that you do. But I like the concept of these. So I don't know if I'm going to read her whole book. I might just like pick and choose some concepts from there. I don't know what I just did, but that was fun. So I thought, okay, I want a notebook. I want a therapy notebook. I want this a notebook. And I'm just like, Monique, I do that all the time. Something new comes about, of course, we all know we need a notebook, and we need a planner, and we need all the things. And so in this therapy session, she's like, we're gonna, you tell me, what is it that you want to do? And I was basically like, look, I lost myself. I am in a very high stressed environment with my home. We don't have a support system. Hubs and I occasionally just like butt heads. And then I've got a child that's grown. I got a stepdaughter that's grown. I got one that just went to college. I homeschool. So she was just like, oh my gosh, you have a lot going on. And I'm like, yeah. So I just want reminders, like guidance in terms of, hey, have you ever tried this? Like, not, so she was gelling with that. And she was just like, yeah, we could do this, and da da da. So she gave me an appointment for next week, and she's gonna come up with a treatment plan. And I'm curious to see what she does. No therapist. Oh, I keep hitting this fucking thing. No therapist I've ever worked with is like, here's my my phone. Text me if you're going to not be able to make it, because that way, she's like, I understand things come up. I'm not gonna sit there and charge you money and all this stuff, but just let me know, kind of thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can so do this. So yeah, I know that when Sheila sends her box, I think it's actually there. See, what I was going to the post office for was, I thought it was Sheila's box. And lo and behold, I look and I'm like, this is not from Sheila. And so, yeah, so I think I want to use this here to, like, maybe, I don't know, kind of like maybe, not the self-help. Oh, that's cute. I don't know. I just want a notebook, and I want that to be the spillover. Oh, get out of here. That's cute. Oh my gosh, that's cute. That's last year's. Just like the spillover to what's going on in my life, like whether it be just random shit. And I don't really have a notebook dedicated to that. My main book has an area for notes, has an area for like my journaling, but there's not, like, I've got to be careful though, because if that's what I did last month. I filled it up and filled it up. And then at the end of the month, I didn't have enough for my journaling. So we'll see. But I just wanted to come on and just kind of chat with you guys. I didn't really get to do all that. I'm proud of myself for taking the step to try to find another therapist. Normally when it's not a match and I can't find a therapist, I'm just like, F everybody. Oh, my Tokyo. So we'll see how it is. Cast all your anxiety. That's perfect. These are a lot of scriptures. Not only so, but okay. The Lord is good in all his mercy and all that he made. You're the salt. And so, let all that you do be done in love. Oh, that's so hard. So, and then I was also looking into topics of healthy communication, and as much as I think I'm a good communicator, I'm not. Because there's so much that involves that. And I was like, are you truly practicing active listening? And I'm not, if I do it according to what they say. But I also told this girl that, the therapist, that I don't really want, I have a lot of different things going on. I am autistic, ADHD. I don't normally like to follow just kind of like labels, but those are things that are very true and things that I manage and live with every day. So I'm not going to pretend like they don't exist. And I don't want you to come from a perspective that's not affirming, because that is the closest thing that you can just turn me off if you're not autism affirming. Because I could tell a little bit of her language. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I could tell her a little bit of her language was, you got to work on your breathing, you got to work on your anxiety, you got to work on this. And those kinds of therapists do not get autism, because they're wanting to use CBT so much, cognitive behavioral therapy. We all get that we need to change certain things, but that's going to take practice for someone that I just told you I was late diagnosed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming into some things that are really, really rough. So anyway, I'm excited. I want to see how it goes. Not the cute little Hello Kitty and trick-or-treating. I don't know what's going to happen with the book. I really don't. I'm going to wait for tomorrow. And when I pick up that stuff from Sheila, she said that there was like a commit in there, like file of, she just put a lot in there. So I was like, okay, I really, really, really appreciate you. And I'm so excited because I like to know what's coming on the horizon. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So in terms of this, I still want to play with it. Maybe I'll put this one here. I definitely still want to play with this because I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do. So that's going to be a fun thing. I will keep this one here because I'm kind of like, I'm not sure if I want to do this. Yeah, this is, I thought it was the Muji. No, this is a regular notebook, which is good. And then I was like, ooh, do A6 next month for October because you got all these nice covers. And I've made A6 work before in the past too, so. But I'm super excited. I really am. I'm excited. I feel a lot better than I have been in a long time, so I'm trying to ride this wave. Sometimes that's all you can do. And when I prayed this morning and I asked God to send something my way, he sure did. Like, he just was like, you got it. And that's God for you, okay? That's just how he works. So I don't know if I want to just do like little dailies here, because like I want to maybe use these as like functional. So this is where I would like set up this week. I'm not going to like, I'm not going to like put any day on 2 pages. I'm just going to maybe let this be functional this week, maybe, because I've used it very like, I got functional, but then I went crazy on the dailies. But I did like the way I used this week. This one that I did. What is that? The week of the 4th through the 10th? Don't see it. It's okay, honey. It's okay. Don't get it. When my husband goes to, I know the grocery stores. Like, I know the aisles. I know where everything's at. When he goes there and he's trying to find something, he literally just wanted chocolate, but now he went for all this other stuff, and he tends to get very overstimulated. So, but yeah, guys, I might journal a little bit there and then set this up on the couch, and then have this cute little thing here. I have all these little cutouts that if I want to put them on, I'm putting them on pages. I'm like putting them on, you know, dailies. I'm putting them everywhere because I literally need to get rid of them all. Like, I can't just completely still, like, not. Let's put this right here. Good morning. So whether I let this be the book, this type of paper needs a dark gel pen. So I want to try to put something up here to cover the 2023. Maybe I'll put them, like, put pictures of my family. That could possibly work too. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go and just relax and do my thing. What's been working for me lately is I just like come here, tinker, leave everything there, and just walk away, and then come back and tinker, leave everything there, walk away. And it's just been really, really, really therapeutic. I just feel like, oh, okay, I created something. I got the release that I needed by cutting, by talking, by creating, by all that. And I'm done. Like, I'm going to go and sit down now. So, yeah, guys, I'm trying to, what I do want, but a lot is coming up. Our daughter's birthday is coming up. But what I do want is some more themed holiday sticky notes. I might go look in my graveyard. But I kind of like this right here. That just kind of, wait, what happened? How come it left you? It's not fair. Why did I not do it right? I kind of, I forgot what I was going to say. But I'm looking forward. Get out of the way. Golly. I've got this 2025. So if I do anything over here, I'm going to put 2025 on a tab, actually. Let's just put it on a tab. So me and my husband are doing this thing, and he's finding like videos that resonate with him, and I'm finding videos that resonate with me, and we're taking turns watching those videos, and then like you know, seeing what we get out of them. And yeah, we haven't met yet about them. We just keep sending them to each other, like, hey, check this out, hey, check this out, kind of thing. And I'm thankful, but then when I get a lot of info at me, I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this shit? And I get kind of overloaded, but I won't say anything. I'll read it because I'm happy that he's at least coming and giving some type and doing something. So, but yeah, as you can see, I'm not getting off. I feel like this is unfinished. So, but yeah, guys, I will talk with you in the morning. God bless you and take care.